Hello YouTube and welcome Diecast family. And today let's check out some Greenlights that you might not have known ever existed. So these are going to be some harder to find older releases from Greenlight. This is going to be so you know I'm not lying. This is a Greenlight. They did make Porsches, and this is a Porsche 356A. This is made in China. So I forget now how they acquired a lot of these castings, but Greenlight had a Motor World series, and all of these aren't Motor World. But this is from their Motor World series. A lot of them had plastic bases, but they still had rubber tires. Got lensed headlights. Really cool little Porsche. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, and when we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway of this 1970 Chevy Chevelle from Hot Wheels. This super treasure hunt. One of my favorite super treasure hunts from Hot Wheels. So it's my absolute favorite Hot Wheels casting. Absolutely love this 1970 Chevy Chevelle. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure and hit that subscribe button. And sticking with Porsche, they did the Porsche Cayenne. As you can see, it's a Greenlight Porsche Cayenne Turbo. But I'm pretty sure they bought out another company. That's how they acquired a lot of these castings. They used them for a few years. When these first came out, the Motor World series, you could buy them at Toys R Us for like, they were only like $3.50 or $4. They were less than what their normal ones were. They came on a blister pack similar to a Hot Wheels. But they had a lot of unique castings that I really haven't seen them use since. These were their diorama castings too. So a lot of times these came out in their dioramas. Their castings would have plastic bases instead of metal. And they sold a lot of their diorama sets from Toys R Us. But not all of their diorama sets or the vehicles in them would have plastic bases. Only the castings that they used from Motor World series. So yes, Greenlight did make a Lamborghini. Have no idea what that says, but it's a Lamborghini Gallardo. Got lensed headlights. To me, this reminds me a lot of like a Konami or a Kyosho. Usually get plastic bases, but you get a really detailed car with lensed headlights and taillights and stuff. Really accurate to 1/64 too. Now the next one, it's going to be a 2011 Honda Civic Si. And yeah, they made a Honda Civic. try and find the Black Bandit one. Go ahead. Look it up on eBay if you dare. But, man, you even get lens tail lights with that. Freaking awesome, awesome detail on these. So if you're interested in something here, don't go, or your best bet's going to be go to eBay, but don't get mad at me for it when you see the price that some people are asking for some of these. Some are really hard to come by. If you're patient and you watch eBay and you watch it for long enough, eventually you will come across them and you might even get a good deal on it. But I've been collecting Greenlight for a long time, and I used to pick a lot of these up at Toys R Us. But just awesome, awesome detail on this car. Next one. It's going to be something that maybe some of you have owned or some of your wives. But we got a 2013 Ford Escape. This too has a plastic base. Might have came from the Motor World series. But you can see you got lens tail lights, lens headlights, just amazing detail on them. I know a lot of people didn't collect these Greenlights because they had plastic bases. Just like they wouldn't collect the Auto World that had plastic bases. To me, it doesn't matter. And for the price that some of these are going for now, I bet some of them people might be kicking themselves now for not picking them up. But that's not why I collect. I collect because I absolutely love die-cast, and I can't help picking it up. Usually when something comes into my collection, it stays in the collection. Usually doesn't leave the collection. Not very often anyways. And now we need to throw in a Chevy here. So now we got a 2016 Chevy Volt. This does have a metal base, lensed headlights and tail lights. And the next one, a lot of people are going to love this one, and I'm really sorry it's not more available. This is like impossible Greenlight to find. This Greenlight took me forever to find, and it's the 2012 Ford Taurus Sho. And yes, back in the day, I did take a test drive in a Ford Taurus Sho. Not a big Ford fan at all. I've only ever owned 2 Fords in my life, and I think my ex-wife owned 1 Ford, a Ford Explorer. So, but this right here, when I took it for a test drive, and I gunned it on a back road, I'm pretty sure it was all-wheel drive, but it instantly smoked the tires and filled the inside with smoke. I had to drive around with the windows rolled down before I went back to the dealership, listening to the wife yell at me. So, And I think after that, she wasn't going to let us get it. But definitely was an awesome car. Sounded freaking awesome, too. Just something with that SHO. If you ever drove one before, or if you ever owned one, comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts on it. But unfortunately, even this Greenlight is like impossible to find. It took me years to find this casting. And if you can find one on eBay, they're usually asking a crazy, crazy amount for it. I almost think I got the green body green machine of this for half the price that they wanted for the regular variation. But man, does that thing look freaking awesome. You can't get no more blacked out than that on the headlights. Holy crap. And the last car I got, this is going to be an older Greenlight, but this is a 2007 Chevy C6r. And this thing is freaking insane. Without a doubt, this is my favorite Corvette 1/64 die-cast car that ever came out. There's actually like 2 or 3 releases of this. I don't think there's anything different, but I think on one of the releases, one of the sponsored stickers are missing. They didn't sponsor the car that year. So, because this was a race car, I think they released it 2 or 3 times over 2 or 3 years in different packaging. One came in a little box, one came on a blister card, and one came in a 2-car pack. So there's actually 3 variations of this. It's another kind of hard to find Greenlight, even though there's several releases of it. Of course, I'm a big sucker for skulls. So it has a skull on the side of it. Really, really awesome car. If you have any info on this Corvette, like if it won, it might have won a big race or something, let me know down in the comments. But absolutely love this Corvette. And they only release this Corvette a handful of times. And it is my favorite Corvette casting, so of course I would try to get all of them. But this Black Bandit variation of it is another one that's extremely hard to find. Like any older Black Bandit's hard to find, it seems like. But especially if they ever did the satin or flat black paint, them variations are extremely hard to find. Oh, and hopefully you didn't go away yet, because there is one more Greenlight I have here to show you. And it's worth sticking around, so. But yeah, this Black Bandit Corvette, they just freaking nailed it. They nailed it. This thing's perfect. Man. I don't know why a diecast company hasn't jumped into doing a series of the YouTubers. I mean, and the YouTubers, they would put it on their freaking, they would put it on their Merc page, and they would sell the shit out of these diecasts. But Street Speed 717, come on now, he needs a ZR, his ZR1 C06 or whatever, C06 ZR1. He needs a diecast of that car from Greenlight. And a lot of the other YouTubers do too. I mean, you can do Demolition Ranch. He has a bunch of vehicles. Adam LZ. Come on, step it up, Greenlight. We're living in the modern age now. Most people are watching YouTube instead of TV. Get with the times and give us a release of these YouTubers' cars. I mean, we would buy them up. You already know it. You've released like roadkill cars and gas monkey cars, and you know we gobble that crap up. Just like this car from Talladega Nights. So, yes, another one you might get mad at me for if you go to eBay trying to find this thing, because this thing is impossible to find. If you do, I don't know. The Green Machine variations go for a lot on this too. But there's 2 different Green Machine variations, and there's 2 different releases of this. The car itself, I don't think is any different, but the Green Machine releases are opposite, the coloring. So, oh, I was looking for the Green Machine of it real quick. Let me see. Alright, there's the Green Machine version, one of them. And the other one, this would have been green, and the black, or the top would have still been gold. Which I do have one, but I do not have it open. And them took me years to find them Chevelles. To acquire the collection of them that I got took me years. Just since we were looking at this Green Machine, I thought I'd grab out this Green Machine, which is not, is it this Corvette? I know it's the same Corvette casting, but not the same release. Has the XM on the top, though. That's what threw me off. And I think this was a two-car pack. Greenlight used to have boxes that had 2 cars come in them. So if you stayed to the end, thank you. Appreciate it. Make sure and give me a like. Leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite car was today. Let me know what rare Greenlight cars you have, or which ones you've been looking for years, or took you years to acquire. Crazy how when you collect something, you'll wait years for it, searching almost every day for it. Which is really the best way to acquire these off of eBay. Got to get on there and search every day. Because usually when somebody posts one, it's not up for very long. As soon as somebody sees it who's been looking for it, they're going to snag it. So it actually takes like quite a bit of dedication to find some of these older castings. But man, are they freaking worth it. There's no way I could pick a favorite. I love all these. And thanks for watching. And have an awesome day.